but yeah, we can summarize the entire season of Alien Earth. Overall, I think it's definitely good enough to get a second season. I think it definitely did,
Yeah,
but we'll see.
as long as they tie everything together like they were supposed to.
I mean,
like,
okay, but again, I think that's the point of a pilot season, right? Like,
yeah,
the first episode of any show is starting is just to see if it can get up off the ground, and then you have to literally build from there. I expect like a grand conclusion? No. Like, do I want a sense of mystery at the end of it? Yes, but it felt like I don't know. I think with a lot of TV shows lately, they rush the very end. Right? Like with Dexter Resurrection, the ending felt very rushed. With Alien, it felt like they were trying to rush to the conclusion of putting all of them, in the cell, just so that they could get to the point where they like maybe season 2. You know what I mean?
yeah.
They ran out of money.
Yeah.
Because
I'm just
the only thing that I got satisfied from was that fucking eyeball. Now he got a new body that's decomposing or dead.
Right. I wonder
Do
how
you think
that
he keeps him
works.
alive though? Because like that
Well,
sheep
no.
should have been dead, and he looked perfectly
Well,
fine.
no. Whenever the eyeball takes over a body, it kills it. Like it
Yeah.
I think it kills it, but it
operates like a
operating
zombie.
all its functions.
Like a
basically.
zombie, yeah. Like, but except when he
Well,
took
not even
over that one
not
dude,
even like a zombie.
the dude started
Because you got to
fighting.
think.
When the dude
Once
started-
the eyeball takes over, it control everything part of his body. So like it still got brain things that it's taken from. Like it could talk if it wants to. You know what I mean?
bro, it fucking started fighting the
that sheep
alien.
definitely was communicating.
Exactly. So
It was, bro.
Dude, when
it's
it was
just hijacked his whole body.
when he hijacked
I
that
just-
one dude and it fucking started fighting the xenomorph and he just jumped, started biting
Dude,
it.
that
I
was
was
so
like,
sick,
I was
though.
like, it's biting him. Wouldn't that just melt his fucking face? If
His
he
teeth
actually,
aren't strong enough.
okay, I was gonna
If
say
he would have did it,
if
his
he-
teeth aren't strong enough to make it through. Though,
that's true.
so.
Yeah,
You know, I also asked the same question in Alien Romulus. At one point, the synth is literally aiming his gun down and he's lighting up the xenomorph as it's like on the fucking floor. And I'm like, wouldn't it be going through the fucking floor at this point? Like, wouldn't it literally be melting through the floor? He's just lighting this shit up, close range, and it's just fine?
It definitely did that in Alien Romulus and broke up on electrocuting the what was that thing? The egg thing.
It was gross.
It was gross.
We're not even gonna talk about
And
that.
then he
'cause it was
just sit there,
gross.
he's just going, ah.
So
Yeah, dude, he's just sitting there like, I can't believe this happened to me. Like,
I can.
I
Right.
feel like what I would have liked to see more is them actually wrap up the storylines between the people. You know what I mean? Because
Between the big corporations and
I agree.
like the cliffhangers is gonna happen. It's an alien movie. Like I said, they always build you up to show you some shit that exists,
Yeah.
and we just move on. Every time they think they finished the shit, and then you get a little creepy scene at the end, and like, or did we figure it out? You know what I mean? We dropped it out the window. Is it still alive? Probably it's still alive, right? This just what.
yeah.
So I feel like the eyeball is that part of the shit. But I need to know, Wendy's just okay with her brother? Is she mad at him? She gonna treat him like the rest of the humans? Is he different than like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I need to know if that man's a synth, bro, or a cyborg or something. That man has been getting his ass beat the whole entire show, bro.
no, I
The
mean,
brother?
they would have found out when they
Yes.
performed on him when they replaced his lungs. So
I was
But he
just
could
about
be
to
a
say, they
cyborg
had to
now.
have done-
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
Lord knows what they've done to him.
I
Because
know.
Boy Cavalier even told him, he goes, "You wouldn't believe what we did with your other lung." Right? Like, he has a completely new lung in his body.
Well, like that first, we've talked about this amongst ourselves, but I need to understand how that man fell 2 stories and smacked his face and got up and ran,
Yeah.
adrenaline.
bro. But he didn't have nothing wrong with his face, nothing. He ate
Yeah, he should have
concrete.
been missing like a cheekbone or something.
he said he ate
Bro, he's
concrete.
Scorpion. I'm taking a book. I'm taking a page straight out of Ridiculousness book. That man did Scorpion straight off the bro. It's like 2 stories.
He said, but ain't
Straight
nothing wrong
face
with his
first.
face.
Got up and ran, bro. Thing did not
He did.
fucking up
He
and
did.
ran.
Bro,
Oh shit.
bro.
But then Wendy, because he was like, well, why are they never attacking you? And he was like, well, because she was like, well, because they're attracted to you guys. You guys are food, not me.
Right.
Yeah.
bro, in a
Well, I mean, I think
Bro,
that's because
okay.
I think that's because the aliens can tell from organic to synthetic, right? Like,
Right.
they clearly they need like meat to function, and
But they
if
still fed off of Toodles though.
right,
No, but it didn't.
those
That was a different alien though.
yeah, they fed off of
Yeah.
Isaac different. They fed off of Isaac because they had evolved to just eat the minerals found in certain things, right? Which is why they ate his face.
Got you.
So all in all, I think I would say season 1 went strong. It went hard right out of the gate with a xenomorph. First like 3 episodes, you just see that shit going.
Yeah.
The story development, I think, in the middle part of this season was really good. It didn't feel like it was dragging you around in too many places, and it felt, I think, that way mainly because it was on an island, right? And you're focusing on like a small area instead of being like, we're in outer space. We have all of these space stations and all of it. Like, it was pretty much contained to the island, which I liked. And then
I
at the
see
very
that.
end,
I don't like
you
that.
know, I think they rushed it a little bit, but
I don't
for
know.
the first season 1, I'd give it a 7.5 out of 10.
I'm
I think it was
the same.
hearty.
I'm gonna give it the same rating, right? But
Okay.
it's called Alien Earth, and we still don't know shit about how the Earth is in this universe. They still love
Right.
to avoid that shit, bro. We know more about the people, like the people who run it and their companies.
Yeah.
We know there's more companies. Essentially, that's all we found out about the Earth compared to the rest of the movies.
Right, and then the difference
You know what I mean?
between a cyborg, a synth, and what there was 3 of them, right?
Cyborg, synth, and hybrid.
Hybrid.
Hybrid, which is what the Lost Boys are.
Okay. Dude,
they
they
gonna
even
have to
was
touch on that.
bodyguard?
dude, that one scene,
Was he
it
a
was in the
cyborg?
final episode where where Boy Cavalier's talking to them through the cage when he's on the outside. And then how did the conversation go where she just straight up just okay, and it just
Well,
opens the
He's
door.
essentially he's telling them the story of like how his dad was a drunk, and each time when he was like 6 years old, each word out of his dad's mouth was meaner than the next. So he made a synth at 6 years old, killed his dad,
Oh, that's right. Yeah, this is a whole thing.
and so he was getting ready to tell them that story, and right before he was like, "Let me tell you a story." And Wendy literally holds up her hands, she snaps her fingers, the door opens, and she's like, "So tell us, what's the story?" And he tries not to act intimidated, but you can tell he's like scared shitless.
Because he was like, you weren't supposed to be able to do that.
Mhm.
You're not supposed. That was. So yeah, I want to know
He's
what
like-
her character is about to go through. I guess now, like, I'd be curious. Like,
Because clearly she's the main thing that's gonna come out of this. Her and her alien bond. You don't develop a power like that and then never use it
Like-
again in the whole alien universe.
and this
So they're
is
gonna have to come back to it.
after
I
Prometheus.
did like to see her Marcy's build up, like the
Yeah, Marcy.
extension of how much she could actually do as far as like the robotic system and like all of the cages and being able to shut down Buddy and his whole system, just freeze him down, and then you could talk to the xenomorph. Like that was just, I don't know. That
The
was
talking
really
to
dope.
the xenomorph, that's a whole different level. But I
was
think when it
crazy.
comes to manipulating technology, I think it's only limited to what the Cavaliers is it Prodigy?
Prodigy.
I think it's only Prodigy products that she has, whatever their server is.
That's interesting.
See, but I wonder if
I-
that's going to expand next season,
Like-
because I don't feel like they would necessarily restrict her to that.
Right.
But
what
to
if
the other
Weyland Yutani-
point,
My bad. I was
Go
gonna say, what if Weyland Yutani, like, buys Prodigy because something happens to the Boy Cavalier, so it becomes up for, sale, and then she has
Yeah.
access to, because they take
I
over.
mean-
But Weyland Yutani is also a really evilly smart like company, so they would probably
This is true.
they'd
This is
probably
true.
figure that out that she would be able to do that, and you'd be like, oh no, we're gonna shut that down. Nah.
well, see, and that's my thing as well. Is I think this is really gonna bite Boy Cavalier in the ass, because when he was having that legal dispute meeting with Weyland Yutani, he was like, "Oh, well, we have to keep him for a quarantine period just in case anything happens." Da 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 da. He's like strictly standard procedure. That shit got out.
Oh my
And
God,
now
yeah.
Lord only knows how, like, from our knowledge, the only way off that island, other than like the jets that they have around, was that boat. And if Wendy takes that fucking alien with her, Lord only knows, right? Can that thing swim? Are they going to go from island to island? Are we going to be in a different part of the earth when we get there? Like when we get to season 2? Like I don't feel like they'll contain it again to the island in season 2. So when they do, they'll have to expand powers and they'll have to expand capabilities and mindsets and like if I'm being honest, I think they're going to do that like stereotypical thing where next season we'll probably see like Wendy and her brother just like fucking hate each other, or like maybe she hates her brother for the time being or whatever. Then they'll explain why, and then something will happen. The brother will die or something in season 2, and then they'll rekindle.
Right.
I mean, he killed a friend.
Standard.
He killed a friend.
No, she's still
probably
alive.
gonna hate him.
She's alive.
She's
Oh,
alive.
is she?
not
Yeah,
dead.
she's alive.
Yeah.
No, she was.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
that
she
was
was
good.
just. She was
To
just. shut
her, it was
down.
like a taser, right? But Wendy, obviously, as their children, you know, they're thinking like children who are trying to be grown. She's like, "Oh, you fucking hurt it."
Listen,
She was more mad at
She-
the choice that he made, the fact that he even chose what side. Yeah, but she's
Yeah.
also. But she's still a child.
because that little girl is off her rockers.
She was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
she was-
sorry.
Yeah, but they would have killed the other. What was it?
He made the right choice.
Prodigy
No, he
people.
did.
They would
He
have.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, he made the
They
right
would have
choice.
killed him if they would have.
She's-
If he would have
She's
shot it.
out here. She's out here ripping off people's jaws. Okay,
She-
listen.
That shit was tough. That shit was tough.
Also-
it was on to the next one real quick. She's
Why did-
outraged.
Why did old girl get taken out like Jeepers Creepers?
Yeah,
The
Which
one-
one?
The soldier.
yeah,
Oh.
with the dreads.
Yeah.
Oh, she got like encased in.
Yeah,
that
bro. That's what.
fucking
Yeah,
cocoon.
bro. Yeah, dude. She just
Fuck,
started
dude.
shooting her gun. Just I was like,
A lot of that stuff reminded me of Dead Space. Like a lot of the
Yeah.
aliens in there and stuff was very Dead Space
It takes
feeling.
from that. Especially like the whole like aura and like how the whole show itself made me feel it was kind of like Dead Space.
Yeah.
It was all like dark. That might make me go back and play that shit low key.
Dude, they did really good on the remake, like the remaster of the first game, but apparently resales didn't do good enough for them to want to remaster the second one, which really fucking sucks, because I feel like if they remastered the whole trilogy, it would have been really great. I digress.
I definitely would say the best episode is. I would say this is a flashback episode, or it's the other. or
Yeah,
it's
when
the
they're
other
on the
crew.
ship and they're watching it all
Yeah.
go to shit.
I would say that
And
was.
honestly,
Mhm.
and that's you know what it is because like I said when I was watching that episode,
Fucking
that's the
alien.
actual movie. That if that was an alien
Yes.
movie, that episode would have been it. Like
Yeah.
we seen how
Yep.
shit's unfolding, and it would have went off the same way, with you not knowing what happened next. You know what I mean? Would have been like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say I'm very thankful that they decided to introduce other aliens into this, because I feel like the only thing we've ever seen the alien fight is just Predator, right? Like the fact that we're getting multiple new aliens and now they're also threats instead of just the regular xenomorph. One, I think it's a bold choice. Two, I think it's fantastic because I think you can get tired of xenomorphs really easily. Like, yes, I think the cool part about a xenomorph is the fact that they inhabit the traits of whatever creature that they are, like, you know,
Mhm.
encased in. But like, you can only give us so many different iterations of a xenomorph before you start to get bored.
But no, but that's the whole thing of it. It's like it's
I disagree with that.
Go ahead.
Xenomorphs carry the series, and also there's so many different versions and variations of them. Like, yeah, we get the typical all black xenomorphs, but then we get whatever the fuck that thing was called in Romulus. I always try to forget about it because it's creepy as shit.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Stuff for nightmares.
Yeah, the Offspring. That's what
The
it's called.
The Offspring, yeah.
That is such a
And,
rancid
And
name.
Resurrection, we got shit from Prometheus with the engineers and shit like that.
in both
Like-
of those movies, they pulled the trope, bro. It's like, oh, show you this movie goes off. That's
Yeah.
just what they do, bro.
No, but
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I like when they introduce other aliens and stuff, because I feel like if you were to just stick with a xenomorph, it would be easy for it to die out, right? Like, if you
Look.
continued with the regular Alien series and
Yeah.
only just showed the xenomorph, I feel like interest levels
So-
wouldn't be as high as they are now.
This goes back to what I was saying earlier when they need to expand on what the universe actually is. Because right now, like I said, the trope is you introduce the xenomorph, and it's like the xenomorph is like pop culture. Like that's
jeez.
kind of how they get it. Like it's like a Halloween thing, like Jason or Michael Myers type shit. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? That's what they go for. So it's hard for them to right away from that because we don't know nothing about the universe, bro. That's the whole thing. So if you get away from the xenomorph, what are people tuning in for? Like, why are we even
Yeah.
still? We literally haven't. Now we know the other companies, like I said, but Wayland Yutani has been the bad guy for the whole time. We don't even know why niggas doing shit. You get a small piece of information with every movie. So if they want to move away from it, they're gonna have to start talking about what it's really like to be in this universe. You see what I'm saying? Each movie takes the same pattern. We're on the ship, we're off the ship. That's it. You know what I mean? So like,
Yeah.
they're gonna have to really expand on the lore of the universe itself on some Marvel shit, like this big interconnected universe where y'all keep dropping shit. You
Right.
gotta explain
Yeah.
what's
And
going
they're
on.
trying
Why
to.
do we? Right, like why do we care about it outside of the xenomorph?
I feel like
Like,
they.
people only go for that reason, and if they don't,
It's the most sought after weapon by all these companies. That's why they're sending all these
Yeah.
people into space to explore. But whole time it'd be like some side quest shit. Where it's all-
Yeah, and they're
It's
and they're really
fucked
trying
up.
to create this universe based off of movies that were already created, and it's like Alien. We got how many Alien movies were there before?
There were 3 original Alien movies. It
And
was
there-
no.
There's Aliens, and then there was
Where are
Alien.
they? Oh,
it-
I think they're.
is it
It was
Alien 3?
Aliens, Alien 3, and then there was like Alien Resurrection.
Yeah, that's what so it was 4. And then
Which a lot of people don't count Resurrection.
and then there was the
it's two
prequels.
prequels.
Yeah, there was
Two
Prometheus and Covenant.
Yes, Prometheus, and then Covenant, and then
Then there was Romulus.
Yeah, Romulus
there
is
was
the main one.
Romulus. Yeah.
and then there now
Also,
there-
I just want to point out, I think it's really funny. We're all talking about Wayland Yutani, right? And I totally forgot. I had to look it up because I wanted to make sure I was correct. It's either in Alien 3 or Alien Resurrection where you find this out. But it says after Wayland Yutani experienced setbacks and collapse sometime in the early 24th century, Walmart bought out the company.
What?
It's literal canon. They say it in the
That's
movies.
hilarious.
Walmart bought out Wayland Yutani in the 24th century, and then Wayland Yutani later reemerged as like a military, like, department in the government. But like, yeah,
yeah, interesting.
just let that be known. Walmart had more bread than Wayland Yutani at one point.
That's crazy.
Just a little fun
Hilarious.
fact.
That tells me Wayland Yutani must be shopping. must shop at Walmart.
Dude, I like Velez told me that at one point, and I had to go back. He was like, "I think it's in this movie." I rewatched the whole movie, and he's like, "Yeah, Walmart bought him out." I was like, "What?
what? What?
What are you even selling at a Walmart in the 24th century, dog?"
When that movie came out, Walmart was still 24 hours.
That's crazy to think about.
I'm gonna be 24-hour Walmart.
Straight up.
F for respects.
Press F to pay respect.
Straight up.
So yeah, man, I think at the end of the day, 7.5 out of 10 for the Alien.
I agree with that rating. 7.5.
It was a solid
good
show.
It was a good season. Like it was good. It was just. I feel like it was just
Just
that finale was just a little anticlimactic. But
Hopefully,
you know,
season
like
2
I
will be
said,
more satisfying.
Maybe this is back to a Disney problem where they don't know how to write TV shows. You can make a movie, but it's not a movie, so you got to make it like a TV. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
Because the first 3 episodes took off quick. Like it was a lot going on in the beginning. Like
Yeah.
Yep.
And it was.
Well, that's what made you feel like you were in like the middle of the movie, damn near. Because I remember during episode 1, I was like, "What'd I miss?" Like I literally had to rewind it a couple times, and I'm like, "We're jumping."
Yeah, all over the
Not
place.
even seen- Yeah, I was like, "Everyone's dead already." What? I was like, "It's an alien show.
No.
Ain't no way this is something."
the guy who directed this, is this his first TV project or is
It
I
was.
think it is.
It was. What was it? Noah. What was it again? What's his name?
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
I remember the original creator is a part of it.
Noah Hawley.
Noah Hawley, yeah, and then Ridley Scott is also like an executive producer.
Yeah, he's always gonna have a part to play in
Nope.
it. He's like George Lucas.
Solid
Noah
season.
what?
Noah.
Noah Hawley. Howley.
What else has he done?
Let's see. He's known for the FX anthology series Fargo and the groundbreaking
Oh, okay.
series Legion.
Oh, we did Legion?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Interesting.
good show.
Okay.
I can see maybe this. This is sometimes with first seasons also with shows, it's always set up and build up and character development and sometimes that second season is when shit takes off.
Honestly, if I was a director, I would be scared to do anything like this. You want me to write a show about a pre-existing universe that we know nothing about,
And you want me
if
to
I
put
add
it in the
some-
middle of that said pre-existing universe. But I guess
if I add
Damn.
anything,
we've never really
This
had
makes you
an alien movie based off of Earth though either. So we don't.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Everything's always taken.
This
place
makes me
in space
feel
or a different planet.
really old because I'm looking up the chronological timeline of all these movies. And the first one is Prometheus, and it says it came out in 2012.
Yep.
Yeah,
That was a
but-
2015 movie. I could have sworn.
No, I think Covenant was
So-
2015.
In chronological order, you're supposed to watch Prometheus, Alien Covenant, Alien, Romulus, Aliens, Alien 3, and then Alien Resurrection. And
Well,
then
Alien- Beginning of all of that now.
Hmm?
Alien Earth is it's after Prometheus,
And Covenant, right?
I think.
because I think it's right before Alien. Yeah.
Yeah, because Covenant was before Alien.
Man, look, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Prometheus was such a good movie.
I like the two.
I love that they set it
They
up
hit
too, where
different.
you really didn't know that it was like Alien
Yeah,
until
Yeah.
you watched it too, which is a good.
and that's how they got around not using the xenomorph as much. You know what I mean? Because it didn't feel.
Yeah, and that's
like-
why it's just called Prometheus. It's not called
Exactly.
like Alien Prometheus, or like that's why it's called Alien Covenant because there's a fucking Xeno in the whole thing.
But I bet there. I think there's probably hints.
They dive deep into like the engineers and shit in the comics and everything.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy.
It's a way to tell a different story without like I said, the fans of the fucking brand coming to fucking haunt you. You did this and you did this. That's why I would not touch it. Like,
Mhm.
you're gonna have to give me a bag to fuck with this game. They gonna kill
Yeah.
me. But right, one little thing wrong, they go like, "Aren't you supposed to be? You're supposed to be bleeding acid, right?" Like kind of
Dude, anytime like in the movies or anything when someone would get like taken over by an alien or like a face hugger or whatever, when I was a kid, I always asked my dad, like, what would you do if that was you? And he would always just say some smart shit like, I wouldn't be in that situation. Like, he said, he's like, I wouldn't put myself in that situation.
I agree
I was
with
like, no, answer the question.
because if that shit happens, you fucked.
Listen,
No, I'm saying, and everyone's always like, yo, let me get my face right. Like, well, yo, like, are you shitting me?
hey, I'm giving y'all full permission. Face hugger ever get me? Put me down, boy, because I don't want nothing humping out of my body. Put me down.
Well,
Shoot me.
don't make
right
it-
then,
Well,
yeah.
yeah, but that won't. No, we'll just have to straight eject you into space like they talked about and should have done.
Well, no,
Because
if,
popping you in the head's not gonna do nothing to you because the xenomorph, it's still incubating in your fucking chest.
Just yeah.
but
throw me out.
if I'm dead, how could it make a baby? Like my body ain't working no more.
Because it's still feeding off of you.
I thought that it was using your body as the fucking incubator to make a baby, and you kind of have to be
Yeah,
alive,
it is.
right?
No.
Hung in Alien Earth now. They didn't change the rules. You got to
Say that again?
They think about the lung in Alien Earth. They changed the rules. That motherfucker, the xenomorph that is kind of red or colorish like a lung. That motherfucker
Oh.
came from a lung.
So just put it in the lung. So it just needs biomatter. Like it's just okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Inject me into space. Fuck it.
That's what I'm saying. Well,
That was my
I was
voice.
honestly
Just
really
just
Just
Don't
don't
like
make me
this.
go through that, man. Just don't make me go.
I was just surprised cryo sleep didn't work. If I'm being honest, right?
No,
like,
'cause
if you think
they-
of cryo sleep, it's putting to sleep your entire system. It's freezing
Yes.
your entire system.
But listen, they injected a live xenomorph into space, and it lived. So obviously, ice is not going to affect them because that's what's going to happen if you go into the vacuum of space.
I mean,
It's
that's
essentially gonna
true, but
freeze. If it
yeah,
can
'cause it
survive
did,
that,
like-
cryo sleep is not going to put you down. If
Well,
it
that
can
was
live
in
in
the
the vacuum
beginning
of
of-
space,
that was in the beginning of Romulus, right? Because they literally had to break it open out of like a cocoon. Man, ain't that some shit?
Well, that was different. That was like a one and done thing because they injected Shorty with that goopy black shit.
No. This was at the beginning of Romulus. Like it shows scientists like
Right. You're right.
cutting
You're right.
open. Yeah.
Yeah, it did kind of form some type of like protective shell. It was damn. Oh, you can't inject space. Never
Peace,
mind.
bro.
Damn.
It's gonna live.
Crazy.
It's just gonna be away from you. That's the whole thing. That's what I'm saying. That's why you eject it into space. We don't know how to kill it anyway. How you kill an acid bleeding motherfucker? So even if I manage to draw blood, the blood that's OP.
Oh,
I just
say-
saw
say-
20,
wait.
huh?
Say Marcy straight up just sawed its head off.
Yeah, dude, straight up. That was
But
heavy metal.
she ain't a real person. She don't got real skin. It don't really.
That's true.
First off,
She died.
another thing that
Oh, she
I don't
did.
like.
Yeah, I
She
forgot.
did die, but she didn't die. Like
She had to get
Yeah.
rebooted.
She built
that's
different. man.
a reboot
She
is
took some
hardly
damage.
dying though.
She took
Like
some
that.
Yeah,
damage.
because they were
got-
talking about backing up
needed
Isaac's
repairs.
consciousness and putting it in her body.
Isaac died. They fucked him up. His body was not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was toast.
Yeah.
But you know, in the beginning of the show, they show her just casually jumping off a ledge and just speeding up the beach, like you know what I mean,
Right.
running. Why did
Yeah.
Slightly and them have the hardest time getting this one human to? They're struggling. It takes two of them to carry his body, but she can jump off a fucking cliff.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is
They're
she
not
the alpha?
consistent.
I wondered that too, but
Is
it's
she
Say
the
it
alpha?
again. She's built different.
She is the first one.
Mentally.
she could be built different, and it's possible that the kids don't know their own strength
Yeah,
yet,
that
right?
strong.
Like, and again, you see that at the end, they're like, "Oh,
Ooh.
they should be afraid of us."
She taught them everything, right? The boy genius and Shorty and her husband, that was kind of like the overseers of them. They spent more time with Wendy compared to the other ones. So like she knew what she had to do. Like they actually had her testing the shit out. Now with them other ones, it's like, yo, all right, Wendy, be like their big sister, be the leader type shit. But don't tell them too much. You know what I'm saying? And they know that they're strong and what they're capable of. They're figuring it out, but they don't know to the fullest extent. They wasn't exposed to that knowledge right out the gate like Wendy was. She was number one.
Mhm.
So her mental is built different.
All I know is, as a hybrid, if I get called a floor model, I'm crashing out.